Hi everyone, I've been asked to do the Stay Connected encouragement video for this week, so that's what I'm going to do, to fill you in on what I've been up to. So I've been doing impact work, so work as part of my course with the church, which has been heavily revolving around sort of YouTube and social media at the moment. So I've been doing some of the filming and the editing and the animation for the intros and things like that. And I've been sort of doing weekly Zoom and house party chats with the youth, which has been nice. Been playing tons of video games throughout lockdown. My game time on Warzone, for those of you who know what that is probably disturbing. And I've also been doing setting up my business sort of officially in the background with HMRC. So yeah, Luke Armour Visuals is becoming a real thing, so that's fun. So in terms of how I'm doing, I'm okay. I'm not doing amazing with obsessive compulsive disorder, which is what I have. I'm leaning more on the side of depression at the moment rather than anxiety. They both affect me sort of on a daily basis. So that hasn't been great, and it's had a negative influence, as usual, on my relationship with God. But on a more positive note, sort of thing, what I've been reflecting on lately has been my sort of what I've gained from doing impact, or what I've taken away from it. And I think the main thing has just been the role of the church, or what the church is to me in my life. And I think it's changed, my perspective on it has changed a lot over the last year. If you'd have asked me a year ago, would you go and move away after a year of impact or go to university or something like that? Would you do that? And I would have said, yeah, sure, why not? Or whatever. To moving away to do freelance work, or moving away to go to uni or something. But now I've sort of, I don't know, I think this year has shown me that a big part of my identity is belonging to the church, not just the church as a whole, but the church that I live with now. And so, yeah, I think I have a lot more value and sort of respect for who I belong to. And even though it's been really difficult sort of working and being around the church so much, because really there's a gap between 17 to 22 year olds as far as I can tell, and so I have felt quite a loss of social fulfillment, if you will, but at the same time I've sort of had this experience of sort of dying to myself in a way. No, I haven't had that much. It's not been that difficult for me, but just, yeah, I feel like I've realised and had a change of perspective on the fact that I belong to the church, and belong to the Seaford Church, and that's where God has me at the moment, and that's where my time and skills are to be invested in. So I've had a lot more respect for that, I think, at the moment. And I think now, if you ask me, would you happily just dash off to a neighbouring city to go and do freelance work or go to uni or something, I'd probably be a bit more hesitant to just say yes and ditch my family here. So yeah, I've grown a bit more of a respect for purpose, I think, in God. And I guess my encouragement to you lot would be to, for those of you not doing impact, who would be able to just sort of go here and there as they will, and maybe those of you that are new to Kings would be to think, actually, what is your identity? I think there's a lot to be said for how the early church sort of lived their lives. I'm not an expert on things like Acts, but as far as I can tell, it was more than just a weekly sort of country club, and I think we can get a lot of meaning and identity and purpose out of sort of letting our role in the church and our identity as a member of the church be our whole identity. So I guess that would be my encouragement, to just cultivate the relationships you have with people within the church, and let let that painful but important thing of sort of dying to yourself and what you want happen, so that God can use you and help you become part of who you're meant to be in the church. And I feel like in that God will honour it. So yeah, have a good week and see you soon on the video content and all that. Although we can't really see each other, we just have talk in the comments. But still, have a good week.